Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Enda and I am back at it with another tutorial, but this tutorial is a GFX tutorial because, why not? I know, I made a video a while back saying I was gonna make a tutorial with if the speed art got 20 likes, and it did, but I didn't make the speed art, the tutorial, because I wasn't that good. At least I thought I wasn't that good. So we're gonna make a GFX tutorial, and yeah, so let's begin. So the first thing I would do when I would before I start adding effects on this, you guys probably see it, I just look up I just put a background. So I got this deer screenshot pack. I think it cost money or something. I don't remember, I got this a long time ago. So I would just get like a background, a pretty dark background, but I'll go with this one for just today. Yeah, deer screenshot packs are really cool. I like them a lot. And then I'll just fix it or something, just to put it in the right spot. So once I get that, I usually edit the background or something, or give it a little curve or something, make it a little darker or something like that. But it's all good. Actually, I'll keep that. So what I would do is liquefy this render. So where you want to go is you want to go to filter and liquefy. And I would use this forward warp tool. Just push W and it'll just pop up. But I would shrink it down, guys, to mess up the edges on like this. But I don't kind of want to do that right now. But I would just if there's a little, what's it called? Ugh. Okay, if you want to fix the eyes or something to make it look like something like this, then you could do that. But I would just usually do where the hair is and stuff. I would just be like this or something like this, something like that. But I don't want to do that. Just fix this up like this. But for this tutorial, I'm just gonna go right here, and I'll just move it around like this, or like that, like this. Especially right here too, I would do the same thing. I don't know, it just looks cooler. And on the shoes as well, I would do it. That's too much, but a little bit. If you guys want to copy down the settings, and they're right there. If you guys want to. If you don't want to, then if you're just watching just because you just want to watch, then that's cool too. And I would never do it on the sword because it would just kill the sword. Because I've seen people that have done it just put this. No, you can't add that. Well, I'll just see they'll just mess the whole sword over like that. And that was pretty dumb. I was like, boy. So yeah, once you get that, I'll usually get this twirl clockwise tool, which I'll just go like this to just to twirl all the whole body and stuff. It just makes it look a little better. But I'll just do it on the head. The first time I did it was pretty cool. The first time I did it was nice. So I'll just go like this, like that. Fix that part. No, fix. Just fix. Okay, so I'll just do it like this. It would just mess up the render, but it actually gives it a little cool special look. So then after you do that, I would add eye glitters, but I would just get them from a pack. But whenever I'm lazy, but if I want to make them myself, I'll just get the color. I'll just hold Alt on the keyboard and just click on any color. You see, I'll just select. Once you let go of your mouse, it'll just select that color. But I want it to be red. But what I'll do, I'll make it a little brighter, and then I'll just shrink down the brush size if you guys want that brush size. And then I'll just be I'll just go right here and just add little pupil lights. So I'll go boop, 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 like this. Let's just go like that. This looks cool. I like this style. And that's when you mess up. Oh my god, dude, look at that. Do you see that right there? No. Just go. Step backward, and step backward. Yeah, in case the Control Z doesn't work. Yeah, so, hold on. Oh, freak. Okay, so let's just do that one more time, because I kind of messed up on it. There we go, a little better. So I had to make a different layer. Make sure to add a new layer, or else that's what's gonna happen. So I'll just I'll just do it like this, but then I've seen people just hold control and click this part, but then select the white and then just like add the white effect there. But I don't do that. I actually do it like a cooler way, if you want to say it like that. And I'll just go to inner glow, and then I'll just shrink this down to the lowest setting. But I will put it on center. So yeah, I'll just go like this. Gives it a little cooler effect, if you ask me. And I'll just like shrink the opacity from it. But I'll just push it to low settings and just mess with the opacity. I think it's wait, let me get it. It does the exact same thing if you're gonna put it with the white dot, but you know, this is cool. Keep this all the and see, it gives a cool effect. But I just looked at it from afar, and this pupil light thing doesn't really look good. So let's just do the old simple way of like the old lights that I used to do, but I'll do them white and I'll just do them like this. But I really don't like that. So let's do it one more time. Let's just do it like this. Let's do big, small, small. This is a cool one. I like this. So let's just go back to blending options, inner glow. There we go. And I'll just duplicate the layer and then just move it over here. And I see this one's a little twisted. There we go. And I just want to make them a bit bigger, so I'll just go like this. And I'll just move this, fix it. Alright, you guys. Once you got the pupil lights, what I would do next is I'll go right click on the render, go to blending options, or is it blending? It's blending. And the first thing I'll add onto the render is some inner glow. Oh, yeah, I know. It's like, whoa, what's wrong? I'm just gonna click back to reset the default. So I would change blend mode to color dodge because I know it's gonna be a normal. Normal looks really trash. I've seen renders like this and I was like, oh no. So you change that to color dodge, guys. Opacity, pretty much mess around with that. I just keep it to 60, no 80. Make sure noise is 0. Technique is softer, not precise. Even though it looks a little better. I've seen people put precise because it's a little thicker. But you know, I don't do that. Don't push in center because it'll really mess up the render. And just push it. Just keep it at edge. Keep choke at 0. Change the size to whatever you want, preferably. If you want it like this much or this much or this much, you can do whatever you want. Just want to troll your friends or something if you want to make a render. And make sure the range is at 50. That's right. It needs to be 50. Don't just keep it at 50. Jitter really does nothing, so keep it as this or whatever you want. Keep it at 1000. I don't care. Okay, the next thing I would do is add satin. You're like, what, satin? Yeah, satin. That doesn't look good. Oh, okay, then you do whatever you want. So, okay, the next thing I will do, you guys, some of you guys that have Photoshop CS6 are like, oh come on, I don't have all these gradients. Well, that's because you need to update to Photoshop CC 2015, and then you get all these pluses. And I'll add a gradient. I've installed like a whole gradient pack. I maxed all of this out, so I got full bunch of gradients. I'll just click like a random gradient and click it at overlay, and then I'll just mess with the opacity. See? I'll just go like this. Keep it pretty low, and I'll just add another gradient. But this will be the simple white that I found that just gives a little more bright. But these two are regular Photoshop gradients. So I'll just change it to overlay and just mess around with that too. And I'll do the same. I usually add more gradients, like tons of gradients, because I want this render to be perfect. Pattern overlay is not really for renders. It's like for text, 2D text. So once you've done that, that's pretty much all I do on my render blending effects. And you see these swords, I want to give them like a bit of a glow. And I've seen like people tutorials that you just go like this or something, and you just change it to screen, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And well, they don't tell you gotta lower the opacity or stuff like that, because you know they try to keep these effects something's a secret. I don't know why, but they do. And so what I usually like doing is doing it linear light and just lowering the opacity. It gives it a really more realistic tone, like more realistic look. And I'll see if it's a little off, I'll just warp it a bit. And yeah, it looks really nice if you ask me. It makes it look more diamondy, likey looky-ish. And yeah, so once you've got that, okay, you see these eyes right here? You're like, these don't look real enough. Well, let me fix that for you. So what you gotta do is you gotta go to get polygon tool, and you just click on the outer edges of the eye all around here. Hold on, let's be perfect. All around here, and just push on plus again, and it will just do another polygon tool thing. And so you just go around the eye, guys. Okay, once you've gotten that, you just go to here and click on inner shadow. I know it's gonna be a little weird. Just disable all of these. It's gonna keep it from the last one. Inner shadow. See how when you take it off, it's like ew. But when you add this, it gives it a more realistic look. And just copy the settings if you want. So yeah, just copy these settings. And it gives it more like a eye-ish, looky-ish thing. But I'm gonna go back to liquify real quick and just change the eyes a bit, because it kind of looks a little weird. If you ask me, it looks more surprised. So I'm just gonna move this up a bit, and here too. Just keep this part down. There we go. There. I don't know if it did any difference. It did. Okay. So it did give it a bit more cooler look. And I would do a CC. I'll add like my own CC, guys. So this is a little CC tutorial if you guys want. Just go here to, what's this thing called? It's supposed to tell me. Adjustment layer, and just click on curves, and you could just like adjust the darkness or brightness and stuff. Oh, that is perfect right there, guys. That is good. And just mess around with this. It really does like affect the image. So look, that is hot. That is just sexy. And I just mess with exposure. I mess with all the tools really, and I hardly mess with the offset. Just leave the offset alone. So just mess around with this and stuff. A little cooler, yes. Where's this sword lights? Because I need to give it more opacity. What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? Okay, that looks good. And I'll just add a vibrance. Just mess around with vibrance. Give it more colorful looking. Some people are like, hey, why do you always do so bright? Because I really like bright images. And I'm just like, I don't know. I like bright. So I just mess around. And then I'll just like, if I have a dark tone, I'll just go like something like this. Make sure it's all black. Not really all black, but just keep it at linear blue. But just lower the opacity and stuff, and it makes it look a little darker. And some of you guys saw the speed art that I made my own clouds. You're like, how did you do that? Well, I just downloaded like paintbrush tools, and I just added layers, and I just chose a grayish look. But I just like went all over the place right here, like that, like this, really, and then I'll just like warp something like this, like that or something. And once I do that, I go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and just put this like max settings. Not really, but a little bit, like a little more or less. Okay, and as you guys can see, it looks a little like fog, but I think it's linear bright, or one of these linears that makes it look like fog. Linear dodge. I think it's linear dodge. Linear lighter color. But let me just check real quick. It's supposed to make it look like fog. Okay, I think it's lightened. Yes, it's lightened. Alright guys, it's lightened, and then I'll just like lower the opacity. And it makes it looks like fog to me, if you ask me. Um, yeah, this is your own little fog, and if you want to change it a bit, you just warp it and stuff. So if you've seen like people like with their own fog and stuff, this is how they did it. If you guys were ever curious. So I'm just gonna do this one more time. You guys are like, oh my god, he's covering his face. Yeah, but just do this, man. Just do this. Trust us. And yeah, once you do that, hold on, it's above the eyes. No, it's supposed to be above the eyes. So lighten, and I'll just lower the opacity. But then I'm gonna warp it, so it's gonna warp. Yeah, I pretty much go crazy with warp. So we've got our effects right here. I'm just lower. No, this one's the one I just did. So I'm just lower this one. All right, so we got our images, our fog right here. Did I really just do that? Oh my god. All right. So we've got. I think it looks better like this. No, it doesn't. Alright, so that looks, there's your render right here. And so I'm just gonna add a little text right here. Just gonna creeps. But I'm gonna change the font to this weird font that I just, to a font. Let's see if I can find the font. I think I'm gonna do this cursive font. Now I want something else. Here we go, me boy. Oh, freak, what the freak? No, what? Let's get that font one more time. There we go, here's the font. Oh my god, are you serious, boy? Are you serious right now? There we go, creeps. Yeah, this is the guy's name. If you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't watch the speeder. And I'll just add it like that, but then I'm gonna duplicate the layer and just flip it vertically. So, and then I'll just add a filter, blur, and motion blur ratios, and just keep like that, but just like that. There we go, like that. That's how I do it, and I'll just lower the opacity a bit, so keep the regular text brighter. Like that. That's what I would do when I make wallpaper. But this is not. Let's add an effect on this portal. So let me select that color. And back to the normal stuff right here. Make sure I'm gonna go right here. And do it like that. I think it needs to be a bit bigger. There we go. And I'll just add it to linear light. I don't know why linear light isn't working. No, I think it is supposed to work, but this curves. No, it's not. Let's see. Oh, okay. Linear dodge add is working the most today. So I'll just lower the opacity a bit. And it gives it like a more nethery looky-ish sort of thingy. Oh, and also, wait, this is it. Where are the eyes? Where are the eyes? Okay, the eyes are right here. Merge the layers here and bring it down. So we've got this render, guys. No, I did something wrong. I think I mixed the. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna do it. So you guys have probably seen tutorials where they go into filter and they go to filter gallery. I'm trying to look for the original one. It's right here. And filter gallery and stuff. Well, I don't like doing filter gallery, but if you guys want to learn my settings, if I do use it, I choose glowing edges because I don't like using Chrome. I don't know why some artists like Chrome, but I like to keep it light. I don't know why it's very dark. Like lights. My settings are all messed up too. I would do this. I know you're like, okay, it kind of killed the render, but just put it to overlay. I know you're like, it made it look darker. Just lower the opacity. Some of you guys are like, hey, but I've seen other tutorials that they put it as screen. Yeah, but screen is for scrubs. If you guys still use screen, then I'm sorry, I don't know why. Alright, so I'll just lower the opacity. And it does make it look better, but like some parts of it, I just honestly don't like. So I'll just like remove them. Like right here. Bit no, right here. Or stuff. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys want more tutorials, I will definitely make them for you guys. I will reveal some GFX secrets if I need to. I'm not gonna be like, okay, you gotta do this or stuff like that people do. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys did, please comment down below what tutorial you want to see from me next, and I will definitely do it for you guys, because I want you guys to be cool, good GFX artists like other people. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys want a 2D text tutorial, I'll definitely do that. If you want a 3D text tutorial, I'll definitely do it. Or if you need ideas with poses and stuff, yeah, I'll help you out with that too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.